my friends, and today I'm going to be playing a game that came out, well, in 2016. It's been a little bit for this game. It is Killing Floor 2, a classic zombie shooter game in the first person, and I have fallen in love with this game ever since I first played it. So Killing Floor is a basic zombie game. You got your characters here. You got you can pick from a variety of characters, such as this little robot friend here. You've got Ray, who's sort of a, I don't know, I'd call her a punk girl of sorts. You got the Yakuza fighter, Hiyata. But there are several different characters from, well, ones that you can deck out a little goofy. I don't know why he's wearing that hat. That's not a great hat. We got a DJ here. It's a game where you decide what your character's going to wear and give him a little bit of style and flair for when he's slaughtering the waves of undead that are set to attack you. So of course it's up to you how you design your character, but there's a lot of different accessories you can get, and each special event, such as this Neon Nightmares event that's going on now, they give you opportunities to unlock gear that you wouldn't have normally gotten the opportunity to unlock in the original game. They continue to update this game even though it's as old. I am a favorite of Austin Jägerheim here. He is a Swedish Viking biker, kind of a hard-ass, seems very fitting character to kill zombies, so I'm going to select him here. Of course, I can change his outfit as much as I'd like, from actual body armor all the way to his biker attire. I can change the color of his hair, and the emotes. I unlock this air metal one, shredded. So after that, you do earn money in the game as you progress. Oh god, I have way too much money. I play this game way too much, as you can tell. But you unlock money that you can use to buy different items that you'll see here in my inventory. You buy loot boxes with that money. It's not any pay-to-play or anything. I mean, you could purchase it if you want, but you earn so many loot boxes from playing the game that you really don't need to spend any on microtransactions. Every once in a while they do release some weapons that are available for purchase. The cool thing is, though, if someone else purchases the weapons, you can actually use them in the game if they're sharing them. Now, these are the different classes. This is the Berserker class, one of my favorites, partial to melee weaponry. This is the Commando class. You can use machine guns and all sorts of, actual army weapons. The Support class is good for shotguns. It's good for a lot of ammo. People can actually pick up ammo off of you if you're support. The Field Medic class is good for healing the rest of your team and yourself. So you'll have perks that you can unlock that are good for that. Demolitionist is pretty straightforward. Now you'll see that I don't have anything unlocked. That's because I have actually prestiged that class and started the rankings over. Sort of like Call of Duty. This is the Firebug class. You can use to burn the crap out of those little undead bastards. And you can use the Gunslinger class as dual pistols. It is a little harder than the rest of them because you have to aim both weapons. The Sharpshooter class, well, I'm not a huge fan of the Sharpshooter class. I mean, who needs a sniper when you're up close and personal? The SWAT class is really good because you have a lot more armor than the normal classes, and you use submachine guns. You move a little faster. It's good for tactical, and Survivalist is all the classes put into one. So you get a little bit of the perks from all the other classes. So it's a straightforward zombie shooter game where you earn experience and points for killing zombies that you can use to purchase other things. This is my favorite map that was added in during the Halloween update. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate to you what a game of Killing Floor 2 looks like. Now, this is the second installment in this game series. However, it's kind of like Fallout. Nobody really played Fallout until Fallout 3, so everybody's like, wait, is there a Fallout 2? Who really cares? The first Killing Floor was okay, but it needed a lot of work. It was a much older game. I'm going to go ahead and start out as the Survivalist class. That way I can show you a little demo of all of the different weapons you can use. Oh, look at this map. It's Dracula's Castle. A fantastic map. There are little collectibles like those skulls that you can use throughout the game just to get you a few extra points. And because I'm a loser and I play this game way too much, I know where all of them are. Oh, here they come already. Boom. Now this is a demolitionist weapon. Now with the survivalist perk, you start out with random weapons. Die, 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 die. I love this game for a few reasons. One, the simplicity of it. Your mission is to wipe out waves and waves of zombies as they try and attack you. I mean, it doesn't get much more straightforward than that. I also love the detail in the map. As you can see, there's a lot going on in this map, a lot of colors, a lot of different things you can check out through your adventures. Oh, jeez. Get off, get off. And as the waves progress, there are more zombies. They're a little stronger. There are a lot of different types of zombies. And you'll see that here. Let me turn... Oh, God. What is this? There's sound coming out of my PlayStation controller. It's a cool feature, but it gets really annoying. So, and you also can't hear him talk if I have the controller sound on. Will you knock it off? Like, for example, when I talk about the little details, this balloon. You pop the balloon, little ghosts come out. And sometimes different things come out when you hit the balloons there. So once each wave has completed, look at the absolute beauty of this Gothic map. Oh, it is so wonderful. Look at it. They need to make more maps like this, I can tell you what. There are only a few like that. See, there's little bats, there's confetti. There's all sorts of different little things you can do on this map. So you go to the trader pod, and the trader pod allows you, depending on how many zombies you've killed, you earn dosh. And with this dosh, you can buy different weapons. You can go to any different class. Really, even if you're like, let's say you're playing as the commando, you can actually go over and buy the SWAT weapons if you'd like. But, of course, each weapon is good for the perks of the class that you've selected. But since I'm the survivalist, I can really pick any weapon and do good with it. I got a little Cthulhu statue there. There we are. There's collectibles all over the map that you will see. And this commando weapon is just your average bullpup machine gun rifle. It's a little different playing with this than the demolition class. Each class has its place, especially I'm playing by myself right now. But once you play multiplayer, you'll see that it's very handy to have all the different classes working together. Oh my God, he lit me on fire. Get off. Oh, I'm actually going to die. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I haven't played this game in a little bit. Get off. No. The one way you will die in this game is if the zombies push you into the corner. And that's where it helps to have more than one person. Get off. Now, if you'll see, every once in a while it'll give me a prompt to close the doors or weld them shut. You can weld shut all of the doors. The zombies will break them down eventually. Look at this. You got Dracula up there. He's DJing the party, and the music changes in this. I can't shoot this freaking collectible that's up there. Come on. These are the little details that make this game really entertaining. You're not going to give me that time. Well, you got me anyways. Oh my God, what mode do I have this on? This is very difficult. Either way, Killing Floor is a game that's pretty straightforward about you just slaying waves and waves of zombies. I mean, there's really not much more to say about it. This game is probably extremely cheap at this point. There are traps you can activate all over the map like this one that help you destroy the waves of zombies, especially if you're out of ammo or you want to conserve it a little bit. So in between every wave, of course, you go to the trader pod, you got a few more points. You can see I have 900 something now when I had 600 before. But as you kill more zombies and do more damage, you'll get to the opportunity to use different weapons. This is probably my favorite class, one of them, the support class. I transfer between support and berserker depending on how I'm feeling. The berserker, of course, melee weapons is a lot of fun. But you will find parts where you decided you want to use a different weapon. And I mean, that's just, it's the game. It has many different classes to choose from. So in Killing Floor, the objective is to, of course, finish off those waves, but you want to get headshots, you want to find collectibles, you want to get as many points as possible so you have a lot of, you know, weapons and upgrades. You can upgrade your weapons as well. So when the boss comes around, you have as many, you know, as much of a chance to fight him as you can have. Get some, get some. The music in this game is absolutely phenomenal. I'm a huge fan of the metal and the death metal in the background. They are actual artists. You can actually download the Killing Floor soundtrack if you'd like, or you can find it online. The holiday soundtrack, it's almost a Christmas metal or a holiday metal that's going on, is really entertaining. I'm a huge fan of the holiday track, so if you don't like Christmas music, then you can go check that out, and it might change your mind a little bit. But the entire game as a whole, the amazing scenery, the actual detail put into the zombies, and that threat of they're always chasing you, they're never really far behind, the differences in customization and weaponry, and all the little details that they've shoved into the map, and all these little collectibles that you get to find. You never know where they're hidden, the traps. Everything really makes this game flow very well. There's something to be said about a game that's so simplistic, yet complicated at the same time. See there, I can drop this cage and actually stop the zombies from getting through here. I know there's a collectible hidden out here somewhere. I must look like an absolute shut-in at this point, knowing where all these collectibles are. But when you've played a game this long, I've been playing it since it's been out. So it's of course understandable that I know where everything's at. God, get off! Get off. Alright. We've completed that wave. We got 4 more left, as you can see up there. And I will say that this game has lost a bit of its following as it's progressed, just because it is an older game. However, this is one of the few games that seems to have held its following for some time. There's still a cult group of players that plays this game regularly. Sometimes I run into the same players, but sometimes I find new ones as well. And there are different servers depending on what part of the world you are in. And if you use those servers, you can actually play with local players as opposed to players from anywhere else. I love these balloons. Look at the little bats, the confetti, the ghosts. They're so wonderful. This is a hell of a birthday party you got here, Dracula. That's a lot of blood. But I mean, he's Dracula, so, you know. Oh, there's a skull in his toilet. Now this is the gunslinger class here. I'm using dual pistols. And again, this is, I'm not sponsored by any, gaming companies or anything, so it's not like I'm, trying to sell this game to you. I just love to, my videos are really just to entertain and to show you the different types of games that are out there that you may not know about. I know a lot of people, if they do game, they end up playing just mainstream platforming games or just indie games. Oh, I'm going to die. I'm gonna die. I know it. Are you kidding me? I died on wave 4? That is extremely embarrassing. Well, again, it's been a while since I've played this, so we'll have to see what happens here. I guess really that just goes to show you that even if you're well equipped, you can get shoved in the corner, and it is still a challenge to fight some of these zombies. Now here I'm playing with a berserker weapon, and that is going to be the shovel here. And I'm on the map, which is a Cthulhu-based map, where you're going to see a lot of interesting things progress as the game progresses. Will you get out of here? Oh my gosh, they're just all attacking me right off the bat. Maybe it's because I wasn't moving, but this is another Halloween map, of course. These are my favorite. Who would be shocked by that? Get off me, rich. This is ridiculous. This has to be on a higher level than... This has to be on a higher level. Now, what's strange about this game, speaking of levels, is if you're by yourself, unless you're on a very difficult level, like this probably is, you actually have a little better of a chance at winning. And what I mean by that is, the more people that are in one game on the online servers, the more difficult the game is going to get. So, if you have someone who's AFK, who's not playing, who's idle, they're away from their controller, then it's going to actually hurt your team if they're not playing but they're still in the match. That's because the game gets harder as you get more people in the game. So you want to make sure that you're definitely paying attention to how many people are actually playing the game in your lobby. And also know that even if you're playing by yourself, let's say, but you're on an online server and more people join in, the game is going to get more difficult because you've added more players. Because it is a teamwork-based game. Look at this giant mansion, how beautiful. This is the Spitfire pistol, which is part of the Fire Lovers perk. Oh my gosh, look at that. A fire-launching revolver. It doesn't get more entertaining than that. Definitely not. What is that guy waving at me? Die, Tubby. Oh, crap. I hate those invisible ones. Okay, alright. They're building up here. Let me even the odds with that grenade a little bit. And again, there's really not much more to this game. It is a simplistic zombie shooter. It does take quite a bit of skill to master, but it's easy to learn. And you can see a little, the lever there, there's traps on every map. However, with this map, it's a little special. The traps haven't emerged yet. You have to wait till later waves for them to actually introduce some of those traps for you. This map is absolutely gigantic, and again, all the maps are extremely detailed. So there are little rooms that have some things going on you might want to investigate. Now I'm skipping the Trader series just so I can move forward a little faster. But if you want to explore the map, they do give you an ample amount of time in between matches while using the Trader, so that you can check those maps out and learn them a little bit. I chose the grenade launcher here for the demolition perk. A little interesting. The only problem is the reload time, obviously, so you always want to have your trusty little pistol on backup. Now, no weapon in this game has unlimited ammo. In some games, you know, they give you the pistol right off the bat with unlimited ammo in different zombie games. But in this one, you have a set amount of ammo for every weapon. You can find ammo boxes around the map, but you're armed with a knife, and well, if you run out of ammo, you're going to just be swinging vigorously around the map. Oh, dude, that was a hell of a melee attack. Look at that.
That's nearly all of them.
Here we go. Get off me, sir. How about you? Here's where the game gets very interesting, friends. Here's where we start to play online. You can see I'm harassing these players with my little emotions, and they're all running around in their own little costumes that they've created for themselves. Together, we are going to try and thwart the zombie attack. And of course, there are collectibles on every map. But here's where it gets, if you can see in the corner there, in the left-hand side, the zombies have multiplied quite a bit higher than they were when I was playing by myself. So of course, with more people, they give you a lot more zombies to fight, and it gets a little more hectic. And again, the zombies are a little stronger now that you're with teammates. And this especially goes for the bosses. The bosses, as you can kill them by yourself when you're playing alone. Well, if all your teammates die and you're left alone to fight the boss, you're not going to fare very well. So it's important that you keep each other healed. You can actually give each other money by throwing it. You can also heal each other with your little healing gun. Or especially if you're a medic, you can heal there too. Now, you'll see in the corner, my health is going up. No, it's not a mod. I'm not cheating. This Berserker class is leveled up to the point where I have most of the perks in, well, level 16, so I have at least 3 different perks. 2 of those perks, indeed, why this is one of my favorite classes, are if you kill a zombie, you get 4 health, and as you're running around not getting hit, you earn 2 health per second. So the Berserker class is almost invincible as long as you're not shoved in the corner or the boss isn't just pounding you into the floor. But again, this game really comes to life when you play with multiple people, when you play with a group. Oh no, what happened in here? Like, there's been some brutality. The katana. What a legendary samurai weapon. I know there's a collectible way back here. Can I get it? Can I? Oh, I got it. Oh. Now you might be wondering, just a little off topic, why my name is Guardian Angel in this, and it has nothing to do with religion. Again, I'm, you know, of the pagan denomination. But how do I explain this? So there was a game far back on the 360. I think it's one of the very first Xbox 360 games, and it used to be called Shadowrun. And I don't know if anyone who's watching this video knows much about Shadowrun, but Shadowrun was a game that it infused magic and kind of Call of Duty fighting. Now in this game, I used to have, again, this is Shadowrun, not Killing Floor that we're playing now, but just a little commentary on why my PlayStation 4 name is Guardian Angel 2. So my original account was called Guardian Angel, and the reason for this is during the game of Shadowrun, you could get all sorts of gadgets and magic. So what I did was I had a teleporting device, and I had a glider, and I used a sniper rifle, and I used to perch myself up top on the highest point of the map and kind of cover people with sniper rifles. Oh, it's kind of creepy. You can see the shadows of those zombies across in the corner there. But again, I used to sit up on the top of the map and snipe down at people as they, as they try to fight my friends. Well, when my friends would be downed or my teammates would be downed, they would call for me to come heal them, and I had the healing ability. So I had teleportation, healing, and a glider. And I would fly down, teleport through the different walls of the map, and then go heal them and bring them back to life. And they started calling me their, guardian angel for sitting up top and protecting them. So I kind of clung with that name that my friends knew, Guardian Angel, and I used to be known by that before I changed my name on Xbox, at least. Once Shadowrun had kind of faded out, I doubt many people have played that game before. Sort of a cult following when it was first made as well. I doubt it's any good at this point. But again, you'll see as the game progresses, in Killing Floor, as the waves progress, it does get a little more difficult. Here comes some of my favorite weapons, the Static Striker Punch Gloves. Oh, this game. Just pure carnage, metal music, and punching zombies in the face. How could you ask for more? We're gonna go ahead and give these zombies the old 1-2. 1-2. Oh man, I love these shocker gloves. Now they do have you can either punch like that, or there's this giant electrical attack like that where you can destroy zombies with a single hit, and this is especially good for the big zombies. It does actually paralyze them. These things are absolute carnage. Get destroyed. You will know my wrath, zombie scum. And if you press X, it gets the blood off of your weapons to make room for more. Make room for more. Now this is one of the few weapons I've ever actually bought using DLC. And this is the beam sword. It's sort of like a lightsaber, I guess you could say. It's probably one of the coolest things I've ever paid for. The DLC in this game is like $5 or $10, depending. It comes with a few different weapons and skins and things. And back in the day when they offered up this beam sword, I couldn't help but grab it. And it was well worth it, as you'll see in just a second here. Now this is the boss wave. I'm playing on endless mode. Oh no, it's the Abomination. Now each boss has their own different set of skills. You'll have the Abomination here takes a whole bunch of damage. He's really fast, and he has these little nasty goo minions that kind of come out of him and attack you. Oh, there he is now. Oh crap, he's hitting the crap out of me, and yes, he does quite a lot of damage, and he's a lot faster than he looks. But there's also Mr. Dracula himself. He's sort of a scientist. He has a machine gun, and he has some sort of sword. And then there's a gentleman that also has a missile launcher and a giant chain gun. And another woman called the Matriarch you really don't want to fight. That's probably the hardest boss they've added into this game. She was added not too long ago, and she's extremely difficult. So as you see, that was pretty easy, but then again, I'm on wave 5 of endless mode in this clip, and that means it's going to get a lot harder. So the 5th wave is never really the hardest, especially if all of you gang up, and as it progresses, it gets difficult. So again, there's really not much more to this game. That is the game Killing Floor 2. And Killing Floor is still going. It's probably extremely cheap at this point, so you could go ahead and pick it up if you're bored and you're stuck inside and you just want to kill hordes and hordes of zombies. Well, be my guest, it's never too late to start.